you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, I just didn't want to get cut right in the middle. So back to what I was saying. So the first day I used it with the Airbrush 55 of Sephora. Absolutely wonderful. I did not mix it with anything. I got the coverage I wanted. I was struggling at first because the consistency is something I'm not so used to. It's a bit more liquid than usual. I'm not going to pump it because I don't want to waste it, but it definitely is a bit more liquid-like. If you put it on the back of your hand, if you tilt your hand, it will start, you know, dribbling down. Well, not that it's not gonna drop, but you will see the consistency compared to I think Makeup Forever, which does not really, you know, do that. But so anyway, I used it first day, impressed. Second day I tried it with a beauty blender, still the same. I did not put anything else on it, and I never felt greasy. Another thing that I observed was that my T-zone was not getting as oily. I did not even have to retouch, and I kept on looking at myself in the mirror, especially you know, around 2 in the afternoon or like after lunch, when you start, you know, the sun is really tremendously out and you start getting hotter, and I would just look and I was just like, oh my god, I didn't even retouch. I don't even have to powder. And most of the days, I would never even powder anymore. And even if I was getting a bit oilier or warm, it was not greasy or the disgusting kind. So I was already impressed with that. On the third day, this was when I was actually floored, because I was applying the Dior foundation. And usually, as my routine goes, after my foundation, I just get my Hourglass Under Eye Concealer and my YSL Touche Éclat just to do a highlight. And then I grab my Amazing Cosmetics concealer just to dab a little concealer on my blemishes. I don't have that much, but I do have a bit. So I still, you know, I get a small concealer brush and just really dab concealer. On the third day, I wake up and I grab my concealer and I look in the mirror and I have my brush on me, and I am not kidding you guys. There was nothing to conceal. I had nothing to conceal. There was nothing to conceal. I was looking so hard in the mirror, and I was I had my brush. I was ready, and I was like, oh my god. I was speechless. And I know that in Rachel's review, she said that in terms of skin benefits and skin improving after a certain period of time, she actually can't really attest to that, although her best friend was already using this for quite a while, and she can actually say that her skin had improved a lot just based on visually, just the texture and the skin tone. And the moment that I saw my skin that morning and was trying to conceal it and could not find one thing to use my concealer on, I remembered her saying that in her review, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is the foundation that I have been looking for. I mean, I've never seen a foundation actually impart, or any cosmetic product for that part, impart any skincare benefits in terms of actually visually improving my skin. And that for me was the nail that just sealed the deal. And I mean, on a daily basis, I was already impressed just because of the coverage I was getting. It has the coverage without that feeling. And I can really feel the difference now of water-based foundation and other foundations. It's very hard to explain, especially if you haven't tried this specific one yet, because it honestly feels, as soon as you put it on, it just feels like I just put my moisturizer on. I have never gotten a feeling of a layered feeling, which I do feel with everything else, even with Laura Mercier, with Revlon Photo Ready. I feel that, and this one, I really feel like I'm naked, like it's nude, like there is nothing on my skin. And so those are really the things why I think this product is just amazingly holy grail status and should be getting much more hype than it actually is right now. It performs to the level that it actually claims to. It does feel very hydrating. It gives you just the right amount of coverage without making you feel like there's coverage. And the skin benefits. I never believed that before. I thought it was a myth. I've just been using it for 4 days. But the mere fact that there is nothing for me to conceal right now after I apply my foundation is just beyond belief. And even in terms of my T-zone, because I am combination skin, and usually during the summer my T-zone will get oilier, or I would have to start using oil blotting papers, which usually I never have to. And now since I've been using the Dior foundation, I've never had to blot or felt like I just had to find blotting paper or even retouch with powder. So, I mean, that's just amazing. And I think when it comes to foundations, all that we're really looking for is coverage, the right amount of coverage without feeling the coverage. And this product is honestly the first product that has achieved that for me. And on top of that is it's very reasonable price point, considering that it's a higher end cosmetic brand. NARS itself, its Sheer Glow foundation is $56. This one right here, which has a pump to begin with, which NARS doesn't even have, which has great packaging, and which has 1 fluid ounce, which is exactly the same amount that it has, is only $47 Canadian. So the moment she actually told me it was $47, I was sold. I told the girl, I'll take it. Because I mean, NARS Sheer Glow was $56. I had high hopes for it, and it didn't work. So just to summarize, you guys, hydrating with SPF 10 using mineralized water. It is a mineral makeup. It does give you skin benefits. I've actually seen skin improvement for myself. I've just used it for 4 days. So in terms of quality and performance, in terms of what it claims to do, I give it an A+. It actually really does. And over on top of that, compared to all its peers in the market right now in terms of pricing and being in the higher end range, it's one of the best priced at $47. So you know, product quality, product performance, product price, this is definitely a winner for me, and this is holy grail. This is the foundation. If you're looking for a new foundation, if you want to try a new foundation, and even if you don't, you guys, this has just brought foundations to a whole different level for me. So I hope that was really helpful for you guys, and yeah, and thank you for watching. So please comment or rate, and if you have any questions, you can leave me a message as well. Thank you.